Hello, friends. This is Jairo Moreno. Sometimes I call myself Jairo Jamyang Pao Moreno. Let's see. And I have this channel called Jairo Tech Support. And mm, excuse me. I have, man, about 2 years ago and some months. Right now it's July 8th, 2024. So around May 19th, 2022 and beyond, I started documenting what I was trying to do with MyCloud. For example, uh, here's one. Here's that goes. Oh, I can't do it there. I have to do it over here.
Take a look at what I got in here. So, oh shit, how could that be?
There's some problem with signing in,
What? What's
but
going on?
if I resolved it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I resolved it. Maybe it was the hmm.
Shit, it's not working.
Hmm. Yeah, I set the MyCloud network attached storage to be at
Let's see.
the address that ends
Let's go
in dot
192.
30,
That 168.
but I think I wasn't getting in. One of them is dot 30 and the other one is dot 31. And
What's going on?
I don't remember how to fix it, but I wrote in the notes that I may have messed up the N1 by importing something in
What
the
is
file that
going
screwed
on?
things up, causing the NAS to not allow me to sign in. Later it got worse. It doesn't even show in the page. It is considered an insecure web address, even though it's local.
Hmm.
So I decided to reset
Oh
the
man,
device for 40 seconds.
this is something
So it's supposed
strange.
to restore the system.
Look, it could be
Doesn't allow itself
that
to
the
be
NAS is
restored,
down.
even though the
It
IP
says
address.
down. Let's see if the other NAS is open.
Anyway, oh,
Hmm. This one's open.
see.
Okay, well I'll do it on this one then.
So that's the other one. So
Let's
I
check
have
to see that
supposed to have a clone. So I
this is
have
all deleted.
two
Okay, so I'll
network
delete all
attached
these.
storages. So
I'm gonna
somehow I
delete
messed up
all
the
the
first one.
users.
I'm still trying to build up
Okay, I can't
the
delete the EWI admin.
still trying to configure the first NAS, and then when it's ready, I'll clone it to the second NAS. But I managed to sign into the second NAS, but it's not filled up. Anyway,
And so, let's
that's the
see,
next one in line.
make appendix,
See,
creating a user import file.
I wonder what date that is. This sample is wrong. I'd like to tell Western Digital to please update this because this document is wrong. It these uh, forward slashes will not work. You need tabs to separate the parameters. So Mm-hmm.
this is below is a list of user import
Unless I'm
files because their
mistaken,
definition
unless
and the data
forward
is
slash
empty.
means tabs.
So this won't work. And this is not working for me.
Let's see if I can click on the
Terabyte, gigabyte,
website.
megabyte. It's and these got 4. What's that
Maybe.
mean? Terabyte, gigabyte, megabyte, kilobyte. You got 3 here and 4 there. What's up with that?
This shows how to set up user.
And then also leave this field blank if you want unlimited space. That doesn't work. It looks like if I leave it blank, I'm not sure what happens. It puts a
Let me
0
see that.
there. You don't get anything. Looks like.
Okay, here's what I'm saying that you need
Okay, so
instead of using a forward
well,
slash, you need a
at
tab
least
to
this
separate
example doesn't have the
the parameters
pound
on each
sign.
line. Yeah, I remember that. And
Okay,
also,
but I'm
this
getting it
quota
to
thing
work.
wasn't working good either, I remember.
But funny things happen. So I think I
Supposedly it's
used which
this
one did I use first?
terabyte, gigabyte, megabyte.
It's, hmm, was
So
it
which
that
is
one?
terabyte? This one or this one?
Anyway, I think
You have to do trial and
was
error
it this
to
one
get
that
the
I
quota
used?
right.
Oh no, it was this one.
So
I
I
used
have
this one with groups
so
added,
oh, here's
added,
the typical. Oh, wait,
and
I
in
can
the
get it close up.
groups, I created 2 groups, and it it included 2 users in each group, but
Let's see if I can click this on here. Oh, let's see. Do you see that? So right there's the users on the first column, separated by a tab, followed by the password, and then a tab followed by the name of the group if you want to create a group. I mean, I assign them to a group. I never could. I gave up doing that. And then the next column is the shares that they get to use. And hmm, uh, then there's another column, shares that are, I think, read only. And maybe there's a column for read write. And then there's a column for the quota, something like that. There's 7 parameters, but we'll hope you got that. We'll let's see. Let's see. Let me pause for a second and see what else is interesting. I'm trying to get the highlights. Okay. So I'm trying
mm,
to remember some basics.
so
To see the
for this user, I want read write access to these and read only to these and deny these.
okay. Let me go back to that. So listen carefully. That I'm pointing out the columns and what they represent. So the first 2 columns are basically username and password, right? Um,
Read only to these and deny these. So
let's see.
and deny these. write access to these.
So the first, let's see if I can, so this first, well, the third column, this column is read write, and this one's read only, and this one is deny. And I think I discovered that that you don't have to fill this one out. Uh, Everything is denied by default. Really, I've learned. So you need to fill this one with read write, and this one with read only, and everything else will be denied. That's a summary of what you do. And I believe this column here, can you see that? Or maybe I should, oh, here it is. This column here, I believe that's supposed to be the username. But I was playing around with coming up with groups. And so this is, I suppose this is supposed to mean the user that's going to use that group. Oh, I think I'm creating a group file. So there's a user file and then there's a group file. Yeah. And here is an example of a user import file. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. And I also mentioned that what worked for me is a formula of megabyte and leave the next two 00. So if I want to set a quota of 20 gigabytes, I would write that as 20,000 without the comma, followed by 00. So there's no examples in the manual how to do this. I had to figure it out with much trial and error. And so you can find this documentation that I made a little over 2 years ago in this video called "What We WD," that's Western Union, MyCloud Managing Users and Quotas, Discrepancies Found in the Online User Manual. So I uh, try to contact Western Union to see if they would fix it. But when you click on this link, it goes here, and then you go down, look for another link. It's called Creating a User Import File. Then you go down here and see this example is nothing like nothing that will work. So that's pretty sad that they haven't improved the user manual in 2 years. Anyway, I'll go to the next file, I guess. I may go to the next one, but wait a minute. Let me pause and see if there's anything else good in this video. Okay, I'm back. So here's an example of a typical user file, user text file. This one right here. Now it may be crunched up. In other words, it, like if I decrease the width of the text file, then it moves the string of text into the following line until there's a a return symbol at the end of each line. So I may have to stretch it out as far as I can So it looks correct. Now it looks correct, even though it might have been cut off. No, it all fit on the. Maybe I could stretch it out even bigger on. See if you can see it. Oh, see if you can see it all. Read it. Let's see. I could even go into the text, the actual text file, and go to edit and go down to font and increase the font size from 20. It's usually around 11. I went to 18. No, that's too small still. 20 now. I'm going to go to 26, see what it looks like. Okay. So you're able to read it, I hope. But still it gets like at the end of this line. Wait a minute. At the end of this line. Yeah, right around there. You see that share. It goes to the following line, right? I think. Let's see if I can prove to you that that's what's happening. See if I go like this, it gets because it's in it's set on let's see what the view is set on. Word wrap. So if I remove that, what happens? Oh, okay. That eliminates that problem. So now if I want to read it, I have to stretch it way out. And I can't even fit it on my computer screen, so I can't do it. I have to stretch it way out. Uh, Way out. Oh man, I can't even go to the very end of it. What am I to do? It got truncated. Wow. How do I fix that? I guess I have to slide this. Can I do that? Yeah, okay, so yeah, see? So this text has got to be exactly as it's shown, because when you go over here and you go the right arrow, it stops at tab spaces. So these tab spaces, even though they're blank, they're significant. Shunyata. They're empty, but they're important. They're like placeholders, you could say. Blanks, meaning there's no data at those columns, at those points. So there's a total of how many columns? I think there's supposed to be 7 or 8 if I go to the very end of the file. I mean, the very beginning. So here's the first item. That's the name of the user. There's the user's password. Don't look. And then a the next column is for the groups. So I created a few groups. This one, I decided not to have a group for it. In other words, it doesn't belong to any group. Then, let's see, how many columns is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's the fourth column. That fourth column is the shares that are read write. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh gosh, I can't go any further. I have to move it over. 7. Oh man, I have to stretch it. No, I have to scroll over. 7, 8, maybe 8 or so. 8 or so shares that are read write. Then the next column is read only, and the next column is denied. And the final column is the quota. So how many columns is that total? Let's see, one, the one that says 20,000 is the quota. That's one column. That's two columns, three column. And this is the fourth column that's got a lot of data on it. The fourth column. And here's the fourth column where it begins. The fifth, or for groups, and the sixth is, oh man, oh, the sixth, that's the sixth, the seventh. I think there's seven columns. Seven columns. Okay, so here, if I go over here, and move this, oops, move this down so I can see that's the same file. You can, I found out what that it's the same because it has the same name. If I were to uh, put it on full screen, you can see that the name is right there. Shares hyphen users hyphen subset hyphen with underscore groups underscore added hyphen the date 2022-05-18. That's May 18th. Hyphen 01 because maybe that's the first version. So let's see. Let's get back. So you can tell that it's the same one. It's got EWI admin and the password EWI 2022 exclamation, and so it's all the same, right? So there, I just, by looking at this video, I was able to take a picture of it and then find the exact same file, right? And there it is. I found it. So let's play it a little bit, see how it goes. Let's go back a little bit. Oh no, I can't do it there. Let's go back a little bit. And let's play it, see what it's saying. Here you go.
Was it this one? Okay, so I'm eliminating this one. Oh, but first I have to save this as.
Mm.
Mm,
Hello?
mm. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
eliminate this.
Hello?
And it's like this.
Hello?
Eliminate that. And there we go.
No oigo.
So the user.
Basta.
Hmm.
Sonido
Save
no
it.
se oye.
Oh, and I want to eliminate
Hello?
admin. Mm.
No
I
oigo.
don't want to use admin anymore.
¿Me oye?
Mm.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry.
Then I created. Oh. Oh, I have to. Let's see. Reset. Where's the reset? I think this is the one I want to reset. Okay, so I'm going to combine these two into one. Or what I could do is delete these in here. So if I delete the ones that have share in them or folder. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I didn't understand some
And
of the ideas. So I didn't have to
Wait a
put the
minute.
word share
No,
or
that's not right.
folder on
I
there.
want I want to
Hmm.
keep wait a minute. No. Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. I want to delete these and these.
Hmm. I'm trying
There.
to
So I want to
combine.
send this and this. Or I could
Maybe
combine the two in one.
consolidate. Maybe.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I was playing around with different ways of doing it. I guess.
Hmm.
Let's pause. Oh, I forgot to load again. Uh, I keep forgetting to, instead of turning off record, I should put it on pause. Otherwise, I'm going to have to stitch the video pieces together. Anyway, so here's the following video in the playlist.
Okay. Do I look fishy-eyed? Okay. So, hello, friends and enemies and kind mothers. This is Hyro Tech Support. Tech Support. I'm going to support tech. This technology. I'm supporting this technology. It's a MyCloud. Well, not. I'm not officially authorized to support it, but I've gotten kind of good at it. Well, at least in setting up the local networks. So normally you would go like this to add a user and put the username there and the password and confirm it and apply. But imagine if you have over 15 users to add. That would be tiresome. So there's the feature or functionality, or however one should call it, where one creates a file like so. Let's see if I can show it bigger. Let's see. Does this increase in size? No. Mm-mm. Okay, so there's the. I'm going to try it out on two. I'm creating two users. This guy and this guy, and then the password is there, and the shares that the user sort of owns or has complete access, like read and write. So of course, the the user has access to. Oh, oh, I think I should put Alvaro user here. Alvaro user. So the user has access to his own named folder. Alvaro user has access to Alvaro user, and Carlos user has access. Oh,
Oh, I discovered that you don't have to add the user's name to. You don't have to add the share that is the same as the user's name, right? To the to have read write access. You don't have to add Let's see if I can explain it. So when you create a user, I was mentioning Alvaro user, that creates a folder of the same name. So you don't have to add that folder to the column for read-write access. I think it's the third column. So the fourth column, actually. So the first column is the username. The second column is the password. The third is the group that that user has access to or is a member of, you could say. And the fourth column is the read-write access to shares, to folders. But if when you create a user, whatever name, it creates a folder of the same name, so you don't have to add that folder to the fourth column. So that's an important thing that I did not know at that time. So that's interesting. So it's all this stuff is not, it's not obvious, not, or it wasn't to me at least. So I had to learn all this stuff by trial and error. Maybe I could add this right here. Maybe I could edit the video. Maybe update 2 years later. Today, July 8, 2024. I didn't know at the time of creating the user file, the user import file, that you don't have to add the users share to the fourth column, which is the column for the read write shares or folders. In other words, it's already a given that